This sheriff is a scumbag. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. And I know with an opening like that, people are going to be like, you need to have some serious reasoning. You need to tell us why you said that. Well, I'm going to bring you to Mobile County, Alabama. So Sheriff Sam Cochran, he's not new to this channel, not at all. Sheriff Cochran is standing in defiance against HB 6 in Alabama, the constitutional carry bill. And he has come right out and said that I'll lose too much money if this goes away, if we can't charge people permit fees. And the Mobile County, Alabama is the second largest county in Alabama, and they make $1.2 million a year off of your backs, you, the people in Alabama who pay the government to be able to exercise a right. And it needs to stop. That's why the constitutional carry movement is growing and flourishing. I just did a video about Ohio. Check it out. I'm going to direct you to another video here about this same friggin' sheriff and this same friggin' bill. Sheriff Sam Cochran is a coward and he's a tyrant, and you all need to stop voting for his ass. Case in point, the video floating above my head I produced and put out on June 4th of this year, 2021. Well, in May of 2021, Sheriff Cochran fired his captain at the Mobile County Sheriff's Department. That captain's name is Shane Stringer. Now, while he lost his job, you should know why he lost his job. See, former Captain Shane Stringer is State Representative Shane Stringer. And in the previous session in Alabama, he submitted constitutional carry again. In fact, he's the one who pre-filed this bill that we're talking about today, where the sheriff's going to lose too much money. He's the one who is behind these bills. Now, the previous version of the bill was HB 618, and please watch that video because it has some serious details about just how scummy this sheriff is, including statements such as everyone answers to the sheriff, and you have to abide by the philosophies and the rules of the sheriff because you work for him. This state representative listened to his constituents and filed a bill of constitutional carry, so the sheriff fired him. Yeah, talk about frickin' tyrant. So we move fast forward to now. So that bill, the previous session, died in session, and State Rep Shane Stringer pre-filed the current bill, HB 6, that the same sheriff is coming out saying we need to stop this because it'll cause the wild, wild west. And if you read all the things he's saying, he'll also lose $1.2 million in funding. Now, the state of Alabama, the sheriff's departments rake in $18 million a year just in permit fees off of the people who live there and wish to assert their right to keep and bear arms. Of course, it costs them a permit, like many states, and then there's still a Supreme Court case that says you cannot charge a fee for a constitutional right. Different videos altogether. But the permit fee, I believe it's still $20 in Alabama, which for some people is like, yeah, big deal, $20 for 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. But it is a big deal, guys and gals. And this is how these sheriffs are getting all of this money. Now, each year, the Mobile County Sheriff's Department uses the money to purchase equipment and upgrade technology for their deputies. The extra money has also been used to start up new anti-crime initiatives, such as drug testing programs at the Mobile County Public Schools. Well, the way the rest of the country works, well, most of the country, anything that happens at the schools should be funded by the school budget. So the sheriff really shouldn't be paying for that, because if the county wants that, the county funds it from the tax base of the county, not from, hey, let's rob the people who are here to pay for their gun rights. That's not how it's supposed to be. And as far as their equipment and technology goes, there's a thing called capital that anybody who knows how to do a friggin' budget knows you can work that in. Again, if you can't afford it, then you're living outside your means, sheriff, and it's time to reel things back. Now, on the subject of constitutional carry, the current bill, Rep. Stringer said, I think we have the momentum. With the sheriff terminating me over this issue, it has drawn a lot of attention to it. In reaction, a lot of legislators have done their homework and reached out to sheriffs in other states to see how detrimental this was, if any. What they have learned is nothing major has happened, because constitutional carry does not turn people, states, places into the wild, wild west. If anything, crime has always gone down. Back to the coward sheriff, Cochran, he said that Stringer was a political appointee of mine. I expect that we can disagree in a staff meeting, but once we go forward, it's the philosophy of the sheriff going forward, and it's not about undermining it. No, sheriff, here's a freaking newsflash for you. You suck, and it's about the Constitution of the United States of America. You put your crooked little hand in the sky and said that you would give your life to support and defend the United States Constitution, to protect and serve, yet you're doing the exact opposite, and you need to be removed for it. So if you live in Alabama and you want constitutional carry, why wouldn't you? But what do I know? You need to start calling your state representatives now and demand that they support HB 6. If you don't know how to contact your state representatives in Alabama, I'll have a link down below that'll help you in that process. All you need to do is call them. It's that easy. They work for you. Please do not be intimidated in doing this. They are just another person. If you live in Mobile County in Alabama, maybe call Sheriff Cochran and demand as your employee he smartens his ass up, and actually you should be working to get rid of him. I don't know if you can do a recall on a sheriff, but you all should be really looking at who you have elected as sheriff, because he just won re-election if I remember correctly. I just had to get that off my chest, okay? As somebody who wore a badge for a very long period of time, half my life, I always took our constitutional rights serious. And to see cops or sheriffs in high positions, in any position, to wear a badge and to stand against the Constitution, you need to be off the job. And in some cases, you probably should be charged. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think down below. If you live in Alabama, let me know if you have any other information. And like I said, link down below if you want to get a hold of your state representatives about HB 6 in Alabama. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun, and keep you, yourself, your friends, your family safe, whether or not your frickin' sheriff likes it. See you on the next one. Take care.